Oh yeah. Boom ski. Boom. Boom. How's everybody doing? Rust, stream number 2. Boom. Oh yeah. There you go. That's all that excitement. All right, let's see. Does the code look big enough on the screen? It looks pretty small, doesn't it? Hang on. Code look bigger? Code looks bigger. How's everyone doing? Helldivers inspired. I don't know. Came from nerdordie.com, so shout out to them. They gave it away for free. I survived the Texas weather this weekend. Hopefully you all did too. It was rough for many folks. Thoughts to everybody who has been in harm's way this weekend. Gosh, what a weekend for weather. Never seen so many terrible tornadoes on the streams. Whew. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing okay. How is everybody doing? We ready to do this? Rust stream number 2? I found it rather easy to survive the Texas weather. Well, you would, right? I mean, you would. By the way, on the Mac today, notice there's no sound, no noise in the background. The Linux box is all working except for one thing. The capture thing is being a bit weird with my Mac. So at the last minute, I switched back to my Mac. Other than that, it's all up and running and working and super lovely. So yeah. All right. What are we doing here? Well, we are going to continue some Rust learning here and doing this challenge. Hope you're all up for this. I think we're at the point where I need to now that I'm loading a file, taking that contents, saving the file successfully, we now need to start some kind of parsing of the file contents, I think. Why? Well, because of the challenge from the chat room. You folks, you chat room folks, doing this to me. Yeah, because I gotta have a configuration file in order to make this Xcode project file, right? But before we dive in and do that part, I got to understand the basics of getting that content coming in and breaking it down somehow. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to have some fun with that. Hopefully we're going to learn some new Rust things along the way, you Rust stations out there. Thank you to everybody that helped out on the last stream. It's going well. I'm still enthused about this. Coco Type says, I was just about to leave for the grocery store, so I'm not out of ingredients tomorrow. Hey, you got to do what you got to do, right? Sometimes you got to go to the store. So yeah, we have this file that we load right now. Let's go find that file. This Xcode proj file, and it's just got text in it, right? And we are now gonna do something about that. So first thing we're gonna do is change the content here. By the way, someone asked me, what am I using? I am using a JetBrains early access tool here, right? And I am really liking this as someone new to Rust. And I love the JetBrains tools. Didn't renew my license because it's expensive and I don't need it right now. But this tool might change my mind. This early access tool, Rust Rover. Yeah, super liking this for someone who doesn't know that much about Rust. Get snacks for the whole class. That's right. We want savory snacks. We want sweet snacks. Right, Adam? Avocado toast for everyone? No. I have still yet to have avocado toast. Don't understand the fashionable trend, but hey, I'm an old man. So yeah, let's do this. Let's try and break this, right? So we're just gonna do some things, right? I don't know how this file is gonna look, but since I'm creating the tool, I can create the file to look however I want it to look, right? So let's just start with something simple, right? We're gonna totally probably break everything here, right? If I save that file, now before it was loading the file, printing it, and then saving it. We're now about to see if it's going to have problems with these weird funky characters, right? no, look, it read it in just fine. Question is, did it save it just fine? Yeah, it did. Look at that. Okay, so we're off and running here. We are off to the races. Okay, now that we've got this, let me see if I can make the terminal bigger too for you all. Okay, there we go. I bought a house first. That's the secret. Interesting idea. That might work. Okay, give that a go. Yeah, so now that we've got these file coming in, and load file, right, up here where we load this file, it returns it as the contents. And we're just saying, all right, save it. But now we're going to do something new. So let's see how much Rust I don't remember from the first stream. Okay. We're just going to call this, I do remember not to do that, pass the data, right? And we're going to have data. It'll be a string. And for now, we're not going to have any output. We're going to go with this, right? Let's just start by doing a print line of the incoming data. Oh, it's a macro. Everybody remember that the pound sign, exclamation mark, sorry, means it's a macro, right? Don't forget that. Super important. And we're just going to say data, right? Is that what we're going to do here? No, we're going to put semicolon on the end. Okay, so now let's do this. We're going to comment out those lines. We're going to call our path data, and we're going to hand it the file data. Should we see if this works? When we met up in SJC for the live from WWDC, if you'd think that I'd know what SJC means, I don't. Okay, when we meet up, we have, so it's not happened yet. I've still got time to figure out what it means. Live from WWDC panel stream with me, Nada, Jay, and Daniel. I'll make for some of us, yeah, San Jose. There you go. Yeah, that'll work. Yes, you'll make some for us to snack on? Perfect. There you go. I bet it tastes good. I got nothing against avocado. And you know, English love toast. Just saying, right? It's a thing. And, hey, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it in San Jose, right? Okay, let's run this. I messed something up. Function write file is never used. Why did you do that function if you're never going to use it? It's okay. It's just a warning, right? But it did print. Let's get rid of this one. It did print it out, right? It actually printed twice, but it printed it. So we're off and running here, right? We got our data. Avocados, home ownership. Hey, you. I already addressed that, Mono. Yeah, Mono. He already addressed it. Dude, seriously. Hey, you know what, though? I should show Mono the new transition. Because I feel like he missed it, right? Yeah. You want to see the new transition, Mono? If you say no, I'm going to show it to you anyway. So, you know. Should we show it to him? Let's do it. Let's do a B. Oh, Jay is, of course, bringing a bunch of Whataburger. Well, yeah. Talking about someone the other day about that. Whataburger being shipped out from Texas all over the place. Yeah, Daniel's bringing New York City pizza slices. Yeah. Don't know what you want. Well, my plan. So what would I bring? Salsa and chips, I guess, right? Kind of tough since Jay's already got the good deal there, right? I was all keen for it until you tempted me to say no. Yeah. Oh, Laredo tacos. There you go. No, you know what? there's this one place in South Texas that does the best empanadas ever. That's what I would bring. So I'd have to go via South Texas, but trust me, it's worth it. They're so damn good. Yeah. A bucket of Spurs. Yeah. All right, I'm going to give him the transition. No brisket. Well, actually, I don't know. You know, every time I went past the place in Austin, the queue was out of the wazoo. And it was like crazy early in the morning. Surely something smoked. Yeah. A kipper. No. All right, let's give Mono the let's give him the transition twice here. Here we go. Boom. Holy heck. Yeah. Smoked kipper is for breakfast though, I thought. Yeah. Yeah, and you don't want it. You so don't want it. Now, smoked mackerel, on the other hand. Mwah. Yeah, just saying. All right. Anyway, back to the serious stuff. So here we go. So we've got the data coming in. Now, since I have no idea how I'm going to do this project file, I think what makes the most sense here, chat room? It's going to be a whole ton of these key value pairs. I'm guessing Rust has such a thing as dictionaries. You'd think, right? Smoke me a clipper. I'll be home in time for breakfast. Yeah. I had a brisket above that transition. Yeah. There you go. Let's see here. All right, Firefox, do me proud. Does Rust have dictionaries? Surely it must, right? It does, sort of, by the look of it. Maybe. Hang on. What is the Rust equivalent of a dictionary? Is the Rust equivalent of a dictionary? Structured types. That sounds like a thing, right? Here we go. So this is Rust for .NET devs. Close enough. I thought you were passing a PKL file for this. I gotta be honest, I'm completely out of my depth when it comes to how the hell to even make the project file like Twist or any of the others do it. So it could be anything at this point. I got no clue how to even tackle that part of it, but I'm just trying to like, okay, this is how Rust passes something and breaks it up as a way to procrastinate and avoid the how the hell am I going to make a project file anyway? A hash map? Maybe. So I know, yeah, I know there's arrays in that, but no. Oh, well, tuples. A dictionary. In Rust, the equivalent of a dictionary is a hash map. Good guess, Mono. All right. Read the documentation. Thank you. Doing exactly that. There you go. So we need a Rust hash map, right? Hash map in standard collections. There you go. Look at this. Reading two sets of documentation on the same stream? What is up with this? What kind of new, weird, freaky trend is this, right? I know. Don't worry. We'll get used to it. We need... Read the oh, yes. Read the documentation. Like that. See what you did. See what you did. Should we ask the duck? We haven't tried the duck with Rust yet, have we? I think we should try it. I mean, who doesn't want some quadratic probing, right? I mean, who's all up for some quadratic probing? Just saying it tickles the tongue. All right. So let's take a look at this example here. Okay. Okay. This seems actually pretty straightforward, doesn't it? A hash map with a known list of items can be initialized from an array. Yeah, not doing that. Hey, this guy NZ, I'm doing good. How you doing, buddy? It would be bad if the duck could rust. They spend too much time. It's a good point. You don't want a rusty duck. Just saying. Yeah. Good point. Okay, so let's do this because I don't know. We're having some fun here, right? Who's having fun? I'm having fun. All right, let's get a hash map going here. I'm just gonna take this. So we're gonna go in here. Maybe we have this return a hash map eventually, right? So, yeah, we need it to be mutable. We're going to say project config, right? It's going to be a hash map, blah, 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 blah. No. Okay. So far, we're on a winner. Roast duck, roasted duck. You scope creeped, dude. Not saying nothing. If you want to scope creep, hey, that's entirely up to you, right? I feel like I'm doing the reverse of scope creep here, whatever that is. Scope reduction. Because I've reduced it down to the most shortest little simple blocks I can think of. Okay, so actually, you know what? We're actually a bit of ahead ourselves here because I don't want to do this yet. Actually, hang on. I think before I do this, I should understand how to break apart and pass a string, right? So let's keep that one open. But how do I pass a string in Rust? String parsing, Rust cookbook. Sounds simple enough. Huh? Hang on. Text process. Actually, maybe regular expressions is what I should be going for here. Oh, I see what you did there. Radiohead, but I scope creep. Write weird code. What the hell am I doing here? I think it was just creep, right? But I could be wrong. No, actually no. Creep was was it Radiohead or was it wasn't Irish band? No, totally lost it. Anyway, what I actually need here is not this. Oh, you know what? Hang on. I just thought of something. Maybe I'm reinventing the wheel. How do I convert a JSON object to a dictionary in Rust? Maybe someone's already solved the problem. Oh, how to convert a JSON string to hash map in Rust. Look at this. The string is JSON, so you should just pass it by default. Is that pronounced SERDY JSON? Ignores all unknown fields, so declaring a struct with only the needed fields is enough. Okay. Don't know what half that means, but all right. If only I understood this. No idea what the hell any of that means. You actually want to hear me sing it? Not going to happen. Because it'll be so good that I'll be breaking copyright and disappointing other bands because theirs isn't so good. Okay, SERDY JSON. I don't know, you lost me here. I told you this was going to be an interesting stream, didn't I? JSON is ubiquitous. He kills everybody in the 80s movies, but that's a different JSON. 3 common ways that you might find yourself needing to work with JSON in Rust. As text data, an untyped or loosely typed representation, a strongly typed Rust data structure. Yeah, it's going to be one of those. Any valid JSON can be manipulated in the following recursive enum representation. This data structure is SERDY JSON. I hope you pronounce it like that. Or somebody somewhere is killing themselves with laughter. He's Scottish? Okay. Yeah, everyone has covered it. Mono's covered it. All right. So value, blah, 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 blah. A string of JSON data can be passed into a SERDY value by the from string function. There is also from slice, okay, for passing from a byte slice, yeah, and from reader for passing from any IO. Oh, interesting. Okay. Some JSON input data, yada yada yada. What does this R pound mean? That's. Oh, maybe it's telling it something related to the Rust hash map. Okay, where's this going? Yeah, byte slice. That's what Daniels brings from New York. There you go. What's the JSON? What's the JSON for, by the way? You got to keep up, Mono. You got to keep up, buddy. You'll see in a second. Okay. Some JSON input data as a string. Maybe this comes from the user. Pass the string of data into there. Okay. Access part of the data by indexing with square brackets. Oh, okay. All right. I think I actually understand that. God, man. Every time I get ready to do a stream, I say to myself, but do you really want to put up with those people in the chat room? And I think we now see which people I'm talking about, right? Do I really want to go through it? And then I do. Yeah. Do you really want it in PKL? Does it even matter? It's going to come in as a string, right? I mean, I don't know. I love the fact that you're worried about this little detail and not worried about the bit that I'm worried about, which is, the hell does any of this work to make an Xcode project file? I just love the fact that you're focusing on these bits, and I'm worried about the bigger picture here, which is, I don't even know where to make an Xcode project file. Yeah, I admit it. I know, I keep coming back. I just can't quit you. What can I tell you? Doesn't want to use something made by Apple. Fast forward a month and he'll be using an Android with a new random game engine. Well, the game engine's a good chance. The other one, I think you know where you can put that. Beep, beep. Yeah. Okay, all right. I don't even know. Okay, laugh away. I don't even know where to start with this. Do you seriously, you really want this as PK? Godot Xcode project to its competitor in Rust. Yeah, yeah, you have to jump 100 hurdles and it'll export your project file for you. Yeah. Android is great, said nobody ever. All right, let's go with this. Well, it is a Pickle file, but it's a file created by Pickle. Really? Really? You're putting up with any of this. Don't listen to what we want. Honestly, it's as good as any right now. Okay? Okay, let's do this. I'm going to learn to parse JSON because it'll probably come up at some point. And then we'll keep scope creeping the project from there. Because I really just think it's hysterical that it's like, you guys got way too much confidence in me on this, right? But I need some hydration. So time for the fancy transition.
Did I do that?
point for a violation of the verbal morality statute.
Tell me why.
Hello, Bike Tourist. Welcome to chat. Thank you. Rust is not a great tool for game dev, I've heard. Yeah, I don't know if I would try it. Honestly. I guess.
Nice.
I mean, you'd have to have a third-party thing for the UI, right? Is what I'm guessing. At least in my limited understanding. This whole thing started as something Donuts wanted me to build, and I just passed it off to you, and you said you wanted a Rust project. It's all true. Hey, it's as good as any, right? Let's face it, I'm starting Rust from the ground up, so it could be anything. It doesn't matter at this point. This is as good as any. Yeah, Bite Tourist. Love the name, by the way. All right. Okay, let's see here. So this is almost like a struct, right? I guess it relates to first. So, well, I don't know. Does it? I mean,
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
I got the number, the string, an array. Is this just listing? Just listing the type, the possible types? Recursive enum represent this data structure is da 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 da. Okay, so actually, I'm thinking what it's saying is, look, that's just what this value will be, right? So do I? Let's have a look here. Is that what it's saying? The pasted code contains imports of the following crates. Add them to the cargo file. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Rust Rover. Very nice. I'm new to Rust as well, but isn't that an enum type? That can take optional data as well, I think. I think so. I think so. We're going to find out here shortly. Yeah. Coco Type says the grocery store has the good canned. Oh, you're there. Okay, the good canned. Wait, there is such a thing as good canned chicken? Are you sure? I tried a little bit of the AMPA project declaration last week for Kotlin and multi-platform projects. Was pretty okay, but didn't seem to be that fleshed out. Oh, okay. I don't know, Mono. Pretty cool. Okay. Doesn't seem well, let us know, Mono. You keep working on it, buddy. All right. So okay. So we've got our data, right? So I mean, what I'm getting at here is down here, right? We don't need see this part would actually be don't go messing with me here. our data. Well, sorry. Would I put it there? Nope. It says no. You wouldn't. You'd put it there. No. No. Can I just do this? No. What the hell is this pound crap? um. Okay. You know what? Since I don't understand it, I'm not going to put in code I don't understand. Let's just try this. Let's just go for it. Right? Type mismatch. Expected a string, but found a string. Okay, this actually sounds familiar. Wait, is he going to fix it for me? Oh, bless you. Okay. And then we're going to take this. Bear with me. It's not going to work. R pound is a okay, Mono, I know you copied and pasted this from somewhere. Syntax used to denote raw identifiers. Okay, raw identifiers allow you to use keywords as identifiers. All right. Okay. So I probably don't need it. So let's do this. Project name gonna be name. I know, even I figured that out. Version. Version number. I'd be amazed if this works. I'd be speechless. Okay, we can work with this. This function should return result or option. Okay, yeah, so I was bad. Yeah, okay, I admit it. I was bad. But actually, that's not going to work. Thank you. And you're still not going to like it, I don't think. Yeah. They have the canned chicken that contains both light and dark meat as opposed to just chicken breast. Okay. Canned chicken just still sounds wrong, doesn't it? I don't think there's any way you can make that sound good. Not in my eyes, anyway. But who am I? Yeah, nah. Hang on. Can I do what they did? No, I can't do that. So, I'm going to listen to what it's telling me and then hope it tells me of a way to fix it. Like in line 20. Oh, I see. yeah, creating a Eagle Knot. Eagle Knot. What? How you doing, buddy? Thank you, my friend. How you doing? Too bad you can't trick me into bringing this to the panel. My rare candid dark meat is for me and me alone. Okay, you got it. Yeah, you're like a type alias, right? Is what you're saying? Instead of doing it, I could just do a type alias. I think I'm getting where you're coming from. Expect nah. See, nah. Expected enum, but it found something completely different. Okay, hang on. Yeah, is it? Well, actually, you know what I didn't do? Let's put that in for starters, right? Let's just go with their example because there's far less code for me to figure out. Okay. What do we got here? Okay, yeah, we know that all of that. We know all of that. But it didn't actually print anything. Right? Did you buy all the cans in the grocery store? You bet he did, right, Eagle Knot? If he found his good stuff, you bet he stocked up on it, right? Doom stocking? Is that what they call it? If you create in line one, let's say this. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, no, I get it, Escamino. I get it. Yeah. But I think this is actually working. It's not printing nothing. But small details, right? Little details. Let's just see. Hello. All right. Let's do what it's telling me here. All the ones that weren't dented. Yeah, good plan. So 1 in 3. Spicy ramen and 3 fried eggs. I love ramen noodles. I don't know why. It's just a thing. I like ramen and a bit of a noodle. I don't know. I like noodles. It's just the way I roll. Can't help myself. Just that's me. All right. Okay, let's take a look at this. I know it's telling me about these because I'm not using them at the moment. I'm not using the right file, right? That's fair. And then, all right, parse data. Parse underscore data right there. Okay. Hype train incoming. Oh my goodness. You have a limited time to earn exclusive multi-billion-dollar rewards or something like that. Thank you, Escamina. Appreciate it, buddy. Ramen. Someone want to give a better definition of ramen than I will? Because I bet you they can. What am I doing with my life? I don't know. Hard to say. But clearly, if you've not had ramen, hey, that's number one right there. That's something you got to do. Also, pho. Love pho as well. Yeah. It's like a soup with pasta, as I said. Yeah, I guess that's as good a description as any. I was hoping that someone would have a better one than that, because that's what I would say. Yeah. Hey, Nutify, how you doing, buddy? We're doing some Rust tonight. What's up with you? Ramen is what you say at the end of a prayer to his nudie appendage. The flying spaghetti monster. Yeah, okay. Admittedly, that is an explanation I was never going to give. Uh-oh. Now Mono's bringing it. Look, he's totally bringing it. He's totally bringing it. Thank you, Mono. Okay. Where was I? All right. This result may be an error variant, which should be handled. Handle it, Peter. Use let underscore equal to ignore the resulting value. Okay, but that's not what we want to do in the end. But if it keeps it happy for now, I don't think it will, but we'll try it. 100%. Well done, everybody. Okay. Generated one warning, which is the right file is never used. Yes, that is true. Will you stop doing it if I comment that out for now? Yeah, but you're not going to tell me that. Can't win. You just can't win. There you go. I tried my best. Thank you for gifting, Eagle Nord. Woohoo! You gifted it to Ayo me. Hydrate. Thank you. Look at us go. We are rocking and rolling. And I haven't even done anything impressive yet. Right? So much happening on screen. Are we in a casino? I'm not sure that's how you, unless that's something else, that's not how you spell casino. I know that. Read the documentation. Actually, Nutify, way ahead of you. Here's the documentation, buddy, but thank you. Yeah. And I do want to say, if a TFM putting up with me and Mono is impressive. Well, yes, it is. Pretty incredible, actually. It's pretty unbelievable. I do want to say, you know, for those of you who like me, are complete noobs at Rust, the amount of help it gives you in the errors and the warning messages, it's like documentation in line right there. Fantastic. Like doing this, right? But I'm not going to do it because I suspect what it's going to do is take this out, and I'm going to need that. I'm going to need that later on. But I tell you what, should we do it? Let's do it. Right? I think that's what it's going to do, but let's see if that's what it does. Let's get a new terminal up here. Got it. I got dirty files. I'm going to allow dirty. Oh, allow dirty. Oy. You don't get that in a Swift Clean Apple world. Yeah, look. Totally took it out. Lucky guess on my part, right? Wasn't much of a guess, I know. Dirty files. Dirty files. Okay, here we go. So now we're all good. We're all clean, but we didn't print nothing. And putting up with Escamino is grounds for sainthood. Well, that is very true. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Oh, hey. So I got to do this because I like it. Notify. You want to see the new transition? People are going to be like, oh, really? Again? Well, here it is. What do you think, Notify? Is that your next Swift UI project right there? I know you can do it. You totally can do it, right? Bringing it. We're bringing it. Yeah. All right. So, 196 transition master. Yeah, transition master. I don't know what's going on today, folks. Let's try something here. This is a bad plan. This is a terrible plan. It's a dreadful plan, in fact. Should we see if it works? Okay. Okay, so I feel like we're heading in the right direction here, right? Question is, can I just, like, you know, do this? Answer's probably no, right? Probably. Oh, you know what? I bet you got to do something like that. Got to get back on the shader stuff. Could probably make smoke with it. Yeah. Yeah, I reckon you could. And then you would just need the mat file, right, for the alpha version. Okay, so nothing here is printing. I wonder if it's because of this. I wonder if that's actually the problem here, right? That it's not even getting from ground zero. Yellow. Make it a macro, Peter. Make it a macro. Right. Let's see. Boom. Yeah, okay. So our problem is here. The good news about that is that's where the problem is. The bad news is I don't know what the hell that line of code means. Okay. Pass the string of data into here. Okay. So I feel like that's good, right? We know the incoming string is good because we've already checked that. So we know that's good. That fixed that bit for us. For the rest of this, I'm just doing what it tells me. I'm just doing what I'm doing. Okay. Choo-choo! 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 Yeah, Mono, you're a choo-choo. What's up, everybody? Dropping in, dropping out. Good to see you. Even if it's briefly, we are delighted that you are here with us. Thank you. I'm learning Rust, and I don't know what I'm typing. Any valid JSON data can be manipulated in the following recursive enum representation. This data structure is that. Yes, a string of JSON data can be passed into there by the from string function. Yes, that is what I'm doing. Let me make sure. Yeah. I don't quite know what all that means though, but pass the string of data. Okay, v of type value equal to this. I'm going to prove my ignorance here. Is there any way in the world I can just print this? Chat room, anybody? Want to bet the answer is no. Right? Just, I should have done it that way to begin with. Okay. C cannot be formatted with the default formatter. Already off to a bad start. I don't want to get into building formatters again. Read the documentation. I am reading the documentation. It doesn't make any sense to me. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh, actually, I do like this one more. Yeah, I do like that a whole lot more. I feel like from the Swift world, this is so much more what I'm used to with data. Right? You know, I think actually I'm just gonna dive in with this way because this makes me way more comfortable. I actually understand this better. The pasted code contains imports of the following crates. Add them to yeah. Do it for me. Thank you. Just do it. And then down here. Okay, so let's start by, I don't know if the order matters. So we'll put it up here. We'll call this project. The name is the string and version for now is a string as well, right? Keeping it super simple. All right. And then got our data. I'm going to stake those 3 lines right there. And then we're going to make this of a type project. And version. What do, you're going to want to do that thing. All right. I understand all of that code. So why didn't it print anything? See, I just don't know if this is what's failing. Right? Okay. It's using +4 phone numbers. I didn't even pick up on it. Good one. Function isn't called? No, the function's called. Here. Check this link. All right, give me a minute. Let's see. Hold on. Oops. Let's have a look here. Okay, I'll give it a go. Hang on. Uh, Hang on, give me 1 second here, because some Windows organized. All right, let's... Because I do want it to come back eventually. So we're just going to call it... well, he says that, but let's leave that alone for now, actually. So they're doing it right here. Send that in. Hang on. I'm going to get rid of all of this. Oops, nope. Then they unwrap it. Okay. Don't know that this is really what I'm going for, but we'll play along. I don't think it's going to help me much, but let me put the little fix in, convert it to a string. What's missing here? Something's... Oh. Yeah. Huh? That can't be right. Something's missing here. I actually really don't want it to return anything. See, this is why I don't like using code until I understand it, because applied fix. Wasn't much of a fix, was it? Hang on, chatroom. Just hang in there a second. Okay. Still don't think you're gonna be happy, but I don't like all this code I don't know. Yeah, see, what kind of bullshit is this? I was doing better with my code. Add a return. Yeah, I'll get there. This is why you should give up on this weird JSON and create your own PKL parser that's easier to use. It's easy for you to say. I don't feel like I'm better off on either of them. Yes, I do like Rust Rover. Yes, it's helping me out a lot. Yeah. I just feel like the stuff built into Rust Rover is helping me. Doesn't mean it's any good for anyone else. It's helping me as someone who doesn't know what the hell they're typing half the time anyway. I don't feel like this is going anywhere good, is my thoughts. And I can't imagine, for 1 second, how can it be happy with that? It just can't, that can't be right. I think that might just be a glitch because, well, just because. Yeah, this is bullshit code because I don't understand. Yeah, Brains IDs are great. Yeah. It is easier for me to say. This is great. Although that would change if I had to pay for it myself, surely. Well, actually, it's free right now because it's in early access programs, right? Where's all my browser windows gone? Okay. let's just take their example here, right? Blink. And let's just call it. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Fair enough. Peter. Okay. That worked. Let's convert it to my shit. Lord help us. Oops. Right, so just for grins, just this minute. By all logical reasoning, this should work. And it does. All right, give it to me on 2 lines. Thank you. Now, instead of this, can we just really be like, there's nowhere in the world this is gonna work. I just can tell already. Already I'm just thinking like, bullshit. uh shouldn't even need any of that, right? Because if I send it in here as a string, can we all agree? I just say, hey, file data as string, right? No. And it begins. All right. Consider borrowing. Can I borrow this? Why can't you just pass file data? Because whilst I believe it should be a string, I don't know that it is right now. So if I do it to a string first, I know it's a string, and then we'll see. Nothing. Not a thing, right? Yeah. All right. We don't. Let's go back to where we were. We don't care about it right now. Don't you hate going around in circles? Yeah, I know they're different types, but I think this is my problem. Well, it's a problem, but I got other problems. Let me tell you about my life problems. I don't think it's needed there either. But now the mofo is completely broken. Is it going to complain if I... Yes, of course it is. Why have I got to convert that to a string? It is a string. Why aren't you printing shit out? This is not doing its thing, is it? I'm absolutely convinced it's not. Yeah, I know, but I don't think there's a string version. Yeah. It's my understanding that the from reader would bring it right from a file, actually. Which sort of condenses two steps into one. Can you convert data to string before passing it in? Probably, right? If I tell it, well, all right, I'll leave that for a second. But oh, what did I do? Well, yeah, do that. Great, it updated that for me. Thank you. See, it's not reporting an error, but it's not doing shit either. Do I still need this? Maybe not. Yeah, actually I should be able to. Shoot, we did this last week, last time. Hang on. I think it was this. Not 100% sure how to use it though. Hang on. Error expression. Okay, no, that wasn't it. Hold on. There's more brains in the chat room than I've got in my head here, so you're all going a lot quicker than I am. Future Highway, welcome. If Saturday JSON is erroring, you are ignoring it. I agree with you completely, and I think that's where the path we were going down is now saying, all right, how do we get to this error here? I know up here, that's what's happening here, right? We're just basically saying, look, forget what the error is, just do this. But I don't think that works down here, right? Am I wrong? But I don't think it does, right? Is it something like this one? Returns the contained error value. Is it something like that? And then does it put what is that error? Oh shit. I'm so fucking out of my head. Pardon my French. Hold on. Because I know I read it last week, but I don't remember how the syntax works. As the type result. So, okay. Probably knows more about Rust than I do. I'm certain they know more than I do. Unwrap is the easiest just to see if there's an error. Perfect. So is that like literally that? Is it literally that? It is literally that, I guess. Yep. Okay. Yep. Thank you, Future Highway. Now to see. Okay. Error. Key must be a string. All right. But I think we knew that. And I mean, that's why we had this originally, right? And that's going to break up here. So we're going to fix this. Although it already is a string, actually, because it's right here, right? So, and then I got to put back in, yeah, this, right? Shouldn't that be? I mean, what confuses me is this is a string. Why I have to do that, but okay, let's try it again. See, it keeps saying it needs to be a string. Is your JSON invalid? Your file data is invalid JSON. Ah, okay. See, you're both on the right track. No, wrong. Go back. Stop. Walk away from the keyboard.
Listen.
Okay. Hey, listen. Yeah. I was waiting for the hey listen sticker. That's why I didn't hear it. Okay. Give me a second here. Let's walk backwards a bit, right? Let's get back to here. Okay. The file. I mean, forgive me, but what's not What doesn't look like valid JSON here, I guess is what I'm asking. Oh, they have to be strings. Just as you said it, I thought to myself, wait, I'm missing. I think it struck me at the moment. Search for the win. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Just as you said it, the light went on. Okay. Woo! Doing. All right. Thank you, chat room. Thank you, Future Highway. Thank you for just saving my sanity. What's left of it, which not much to speak of. Okay. All right. Great. So we got what we wanted here. Let's clean this up a little. Okay. Thank you, chat room. I want to keep that. I do want to rename this though. Okay. We can get rid of those. Well, actually, wait a second. Oh, thank you, Coco Type. Bless you. And thank you, Future Highway. Thank you. Okay. We're a little closer here. See? And here you were wanting me to change this to a pickle file. We would redeems commit. Actually, Adam Wolf, I'm not even sure I got a repo on this one. Oh, I do. I did make a repo, but I've not actually put anything in it yet. So I should. Yeah. Loads of file passes. Save ready. Because we know the save worked. I just have temporarily. Thank you, Adam Wolf. I need to put a redeem in for that, don't I? Right? Wild West Texan coding. Oh, yeah. That is the truth. What have I missed here? Unused import, log error. I don't even remember putting that in, but thank you. Thank you, code analysis. Oops. Just make sure I didn't break anything. All right. Now, we're getting closer to to my problem, my big problem, which we'll laugh about in a second. Well, we might. Okay, let's go back to this. Right, so we're going to call this the past data, right? And then let me think here. Hold on 1 second. I got to remember myself what I'm doing here. Oh, yeah. Don't need that. This we need, right? So this would now, instead of saving that my raw file, this is going to completely break everything, I'm sure, right? Past data. And there's going to be something it won't like. Right, before I do that, we are going to go and get some more hydration. I will be right back, folks.
Oh my. Oh yeah.
Oh my god!
All right. Okay. Here we are. More hydration. Yes, the wrong, bad hydration for this time of the night. I will agree with that. Okay, so damn what it's a damn war zone over here. Let's try this. Oh dear. Okay, that's fine. Suspected this might be a problem. Because this yeah, we got to construct our string in here. Now, this is where I'm going to have to break some things. I need this to be a string, which means we're going to do some fancy shenanigans down here. Right? It's going to return a string. Let's get rid of that. I'm going to think something new here. Slightly new. Slightly new. This is 100% a Helldivers thing. So now I think Peter needs to play it on stream. No, I don't want to play that game. Here's the thing. Everything about that game looks like something I'd want to play. Except, here's the problem. I think you might see where this is going. I would have to rely on playing the game with other people because that's the only way to do it, right? For the most part, my understanding. And that would take me right back into my frustration of like World of Warcraft years and so on, where people would just really piss me off. That's what it comes down to. Just gonna say it. So that's why I've not played it. And I'll probably get bored of it pretty quickly because once it gets to the repetition stage, it's kind of like a little bit where I am with Warframe right now, but not quite, in that it's just a repetition grinding to make bigger and better things, to grind to make bigger and better things. I thought you could play so. I believe there is a solo-ish portion to it, but invariably with these things, right? It's like Call of Duty and all that. It's over and done within 5 minutes, and you're right back to, hey, you're just gonna play PvP against people. Nah. See, you don't want to play games with me. As all my gaming friends will tell you, very like deep dive on games when that happens, and nah, you don't want to. Trust me, just trust me. Yeah. Okay, so let past string equal. Now what I want to do here is, you know, I won't be there. No, it's not you, Mono. It's everybody. I just multiplayer games. There's very, very few people. I used to play multiplayer games with. Very select group. Yeah. Power Wash Simulator, but with bugs. Yeah, well, Power Wash Simulator is different because that's very relaxing, and you can't get it wrong. I guess is what it comes down to. Which I know that sounds awful, right? I want to do a multi-line string here and Rust. So hold on. In Runst? Runst? What's Runst? Okay. Perfect. Yeah, you use the R pound. I figured that's where it was going, but I wanted to check. Right? Yeah, okay. So, excuse me. Did I get that right? Okay, so I think that's right, and I think it's just potentially Rust Rover that's having the issue. So, okay, and we're gonna do this. We will let's try this. Actually, that is more like what I want. Just for now, let's keep this simple. Right? Okay. But if I do that, that would be better. And I want p dot name. Okay, if this works, fantastic. Fantastic. Has 100% proved it's possible to do Power Wash Simulator wrong. Well, that's harsh. I still need to do... Oh, excuse me. I still need to do the Back to the Future expansion. DLC, whatever you want to call it. Okay. I got something wrong here, I believe. Past string, right? Just return it. There's got to be something wrong here. Okay. File.write all file data. I didn't think that was going to be a problem. It's been fine before. No method named write all found for files. Oh, did I? No. That. Okay, great. Let's get rid of that one. This worked before. There it is, right there. Okay, that was weird. All right. And it printed it out how we wanted it. Fabulous. We have got what we need. That's the easy bit. that's the prototype idea proven. Yeah. Okay, now the easy bit's out the way. Now the problem becomes okay. So this project, for those who don't know, the idea with this project is to create a Rust tool, a tool in Rust that is the equivalent of something like Xcode Gen, Toist for my friendly Swift developers, because it was their idea. It's entirely their fault. However, the problem is I have absolutely no idea how those tools work for creating an Xcode project file, folder. I mean, I don't even know what to call it. So, fellow Swifty people, how the hell does it work? Do you know? How to reach Dark Sorcerer status in programming. Yeah. I feel like that's where I'm sticking my toe in. Yeah. Zenko Moon, thank you. I feel like that's totally where I'm like staring into the abyss of darkness of like, this might work. This might actually be a working project. I honestly thought I never would get this far. So I was never concerned about the Xcode project generation because I really didn't think I'd make it this far. So there you go. Oh, sorry, Mono. Now, Mono, you mentioned a Rust project. Maybe it was in the Discord. I don't think I'm more capable than I think of. I think I have an implicit faith and trust in the people who come by the chat room. And as has been proven by many of the awesome folks who've come by, who not only the regulars, but the Rust stations who have come by and helped, has proven the theory that if you put it out there, there's more than enough fantastically helpful people to solve your problems. The downside of that is it means you end up, oh shit, this project might be a thing. That's like the best answer I can give you. I was confident that I could follow the basics to do a simple thing, and then expanded upon that with everybody's help, like I've done here. And now I'm realizing that shit. Now I got to do the project part. But as Coco Type said, he agreed that he would do it completely for free. I don't remember, but it sounds like something I would have said. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's only fair, right? The chat room, this was a challenge to the chat room. Get enough points, I'll make this for you. They did. And the challenge was learn Rust enough to make an app. Well, I did that technically already, but that was just the first part. The second part was make an app like Tourist with Rust. That's where we're at now. Yeah. The API alert Swift is API alert Rust. Quite small. I don't know, Mono. I mean, I'd be willing to give it a go at converting your code, if that helps. But don't overestimate. This is the extent of the code that I've written. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not saying yes, I'm not saying no. I'm just saying, don't, you know, don't get too confident. Yeah. I mean, that's going to be a heck of a lot easier than cloning all of Tourist. Well, so here's the thing, right? When I break it down in my head, which, mistake number one, all this tool really has to do, the bare minimum MVP, is create enough of an Xcode project file that Xcode can open it and understand it, right? I mean, I think we agree that that's like the minimum, right? Nothing fancy, right? It can get fancy over time, but if it can just replicate a standard everyday project, that's a starting point, right? So you're enjoying it then, this guy NZ. I'm really enjoying Rust. I gotta say, I'm enjoying this, right? If I had to write myself a new command line tool for anything, I think I'm gonna do it in Rust. I'm gonna say that, yeah. But aren't Xcode project files like 100,000 long? Yes, that's the problem, Mono, right? And for folks who wonder, right? Let's do this. Hang on, let me open up a terminal, right? We'll show you an Xcode project file, right? So let's do this. Let's go into Xcode. Let's go into, trying to think of a real simple one. Okay, let's go into the transferable test. This is a project that Mono and I worked on the stream, right? So if I open up, I mean, it is, well, actually, technically, see, this is problem number one. It actually is a folder, right? Number one. But okay, let's start by looking at the files. So what the hell? Okay. Admittedly, this is a project with some stuff in it. So there's more stuff in here than would be from a starting project. But you see where I'm going with this, right? It's like, now the workspace file is, well, that's a folder too, right? But you don't necessarily have one of those. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, transferable tests. Yeah. I mean, this is, This is the challenge you all put forward. You knew, especially you Swifters, you knew going in what a project file looks like, folder, file, whatever, looks like, right? Maybe you never thought I'd get this far. Maybe that's what you need to admit. But I was hoping that somewhere along the way, there must be some tools that we never thought you were insane enough to agree to it. Thank you. I hope you learned your lesson. Oh, yeah. The interesting thing is, so like tourists and that, right? Not to pick on tourists, but it's a good example. They managed to do it. So I am a firm believer that if someone else has figured out how to do something, eventually you can figure out yourself with enough time. Admittedly, I don't think I got that many years left in me, but but if someone's already done it, it means it's possible. I guess is where I'm coming from. I don't know that I should go there, but that's where I'm coming from. It was either this or an AVP project with upfront investment of, yeah, exactly, yeah. I actually could use this tool, right? Even if we don't make the Xcode project one, I have enough knowledge right here now to use this for creating my markdown files for compileswift.com. So, I mean, it's a usable tool, right? If I just replace these fields and these values with the front matter that I need, let me show you all, for the Compile Swift website, this would totally work because I've done it before with Swift, right? So, hang on. If I go into the Compile Swift, compileswift.com, right? But if I go into the source here, let's go into posts, podcasts, pick any of these, right? Let's just do the one that I released. By the way, new podcast episode came out. Look, it could totally write this blog post, right? At the very least, it can take care of the template matter. So, I mean, arguably, I could have myself a Rust command line blog posting tool. And when I've done this before, I've tied it into Git. So you write, it does it, writes the file, makes a commit and pushes it. I've done all of that before in Swift. I totally believe I can do that in Rust at this point. I would 100% just include the Xcode project file as a huge string in the app and swap in the project name. Adam Wolf, I thought about that. I seriously thought about that. But then I thought, I'll be accused of cheating. Because it wouldn't be that simple, right? Because that project file would still, you'd have to have variations. iOS project, Mac project, iPad, Vision Pro. I mean, it just would get unwieldy, and you know what I mean? So I don't think it would be that simple. You'd end up with a serious amount of bloat in there for arguably no good reason, right? Anyway, these are just some thoughts. So, like I say, I could totally make something that writes this, right? And that would be useful to me. Might be useful to other people too, but it would be useful to me. Done it before. I don't even. I'm not sure if I've got. No, I don't have it installed anymore. I actually had that Swift app, the Swift UI that I built to do it with, but I don't have it on this machine. So, okay. Well then, chat room, where do we go from here? Are you saying that I've met the challenge that that we all suspected I'd never get this far, let alone the other bit? Sure as hell sounds like it, doesn't it? Oh, by the way, let me check. Yeah, internet's holding strong. Good. Okay. But I gotta say, like either way, I'm writing stuff with Rust. This is definitely, you hold my oath fulfilled. Thank you, sir. All right. By the way, I've looked at building UIs with Rust, and someone who knows better than me, please confirm for me. It looks like all UIs in Rust basically some third-party implementation of something. There really is, and I get it because I understand what Rust, and that. But I'm finally free, Eagle North. They're letting me go. I paid my debt to programming society. But everything UI based looks like it's basically a third party thing. There's no like universally agreed this is the one, Eagle North, they've let me go. I'm free to create mayhem somewhere else, some other distant planet. I can go back to my home planet. Okay. So next up, thank you everybody for this. I did start, as you all know, the community shooter 3D project. I've not done anything else on it yet because I didn't want to distract anybody from anything they're currently working on. Maybe someone is working on something like, I don't know, a game called The Box, and I didn't want to distract you, this guy. See, I was not saying it, but no, seriously, I didn't want to distract any of you from what you're working on. But here's what I was thinking. This is not even going to cost you any challenge points, anybody. And the community shooter distracted guy NZ. It's happening. Don't worry, folks. The 3D shooter thing, it's happening. But I'm thinking at this point, there's just been new versions of some tools come out. There's a new version of Unreal Engine. There's a minor version. There's some minor tweaks to Unity. I'm wondering if it's time to start thinking about, that fouled Apple headset and making inroads on the challenge from Coco Type on that one with some engine. Maybe even Reality Kit. I don't know. What do you think? I feel like that should be my next port of call here. Why would this guy in Z work on it? I think maybe it just enticed my own treachery to come back. Yeah, he's out there somewhere. Lurking. He's out there. Yeah. But that's what I'm thinking. Is it time for me to do an augmented, to build on the augmented reality idea? Actually, Coco Type, you did. Remember, if I say campfire, 3D campfire, and that stuff, VP Dev would be fun. There you go, Adam. I don't want to say too much because I can't remember how much we said on the stream, but it's that one where I made the model of the campfire, remember? Wait, yeah, let's see. I can open it up here. Sorry, folks. We're totally going down a rabbit hole here. Oh, it was public? Okay. 2 other people tried it? Oh, interesting. Yeah, but I bet mine would be better. Come on, Blender. Come on, Blender. Thank you. Oh, shoot. Didn't mean to do that. Hang on. Now I'm in trouble. Open. I don't remember where I put it. Oh, I think I do actually. Hang on. Yeah, this. Oh, if only I could remember how to move things. Oh, there you go. Yeah, this one, right? Hang on. I'll remember how to do this in a second. If it doesn't crash. Yeah, there you go. We got this far. We made a campfire-ish thing. Some basic models. Yeah. Exactly, Adam Wolf. That is exactly what it is. But over time, so your timer is the fire, is how it was going to be, right? And then, you know, you could put more wood on the fire for more time. If I remember rightly, that was about the extent of what we came up with. I'm all for doing it. It's either that or you know, I have to completely make a Pokemon game challenge, and don't want to do that. Plus, it gives me inroads for the Endless Hurdles VR when it actually, or AR, when we finally get there. So, what do you think? Do I go back and visit this again? Is that what we do? And also, how do I get back to my window? There you go. Right? Is that where we go with this? Turn this into an AR thing? Yeah, Art Dub DC, perfect. Because I've still got to model it. Still got to texture and all that crap. And by the time we get there, WWDC upon us, we'll all be watching that. And then who knows what we're going to get there. That might make life a lot easier for us on this, right? Okay, cool. There you have it, folks. That's what we're doing. And also so I can remember how to do my Blender stuff. And I totally think I'm going to keep going with this for the blog post thing. Or something. I am definitely into the Rust thing. Shoot, you know what? Actually, now that I've got my Linux box up here and running here with Nextcloud on it and eventually streaming from it, I should do some kind of Rust servery thing, shouldn't I? Yeah. Yeah, it is going to doom us all, Mono. But what you need to do is go listen to the podcast, and Giannis will save us from it, right? Member of the Swift server group. He was a great interview, and he's got some excellent blog posts that I linked to, and we talk about in the podcast. So there you go. And I don't think this works, but let's try it. Right? Totally not going to work. No, of course it isn't. And I've already forgotten. Is the Discord? Oh, good Lord. Discord? None of them working? Shoot. None of them are working. They should be. Some of them should be working. All right. Well, go to compileswift.com/podcast anyway. Or /Discord. Both are going to help you out. Yeah. Did I hear the Google Podcast app is getting killed? Merged into Google Music? I heard it's getting killed. Yeah. And I think the assumption is that it will go into music. Yeah. Eaglenaut suspects sabotage. I probably did it to myself, Eaglenaut. Probably. Yeah, the YouTube music thing. I know it's in the YouTube music thing, but it's actually in YouTube as well, right? Because that's how the Compile Swift stuff is on there now, is tagged as a podcast in a specific podcast channel. So yeah. Thank you, Coco Type. I don't know why mine isn't working, but it's never a shock, is it? Right? So yeah. All right, folks. Well, let's see. It's 12:15 here. Maybe I call it there. Maybe I call it for the day as a success. We leave it there. Yeah. Well done, everybody. We got there. And it totally worked. I know. I didn't see it coming either. Is there anybody we should raid? Anybody? Let's have a look. Thank you, this guy NZ. Appreciate that. Thank you, Mono. Who's streaming next? Coco, you doing one tomorrow, Coco Type? What do you think? You think you should do one? If my sanity holds. Fair enough. That's a non-starter then, right? Hey folks, totally go follow Coco Type right now. I'd shout everybody out. You should just follow everybody that's talking in the chat room, but at the end of the day. But it looks like Coco Type is next up on the block. This guy in Z was going to stream today, but he's doing boring stuff. Well, you know, sometimes boring stuff is entertaining for the rest of us. You've just seen my stream. But go check out this guy NZ as well. He's doing some stuff with Unity. I'd give him a shout out, but that stupid timeout thing won't let me. But go follow this guy NZ. He's doing some game development with Unity, which is a lot of fun. He's scope creeping himself. His boss scope creeps him. He's just got so much creep. You're doing a Laravel MySQL Server login for Unity. There you go. That's got to be worth seeing, right? You were going to stream Jerk Shepherd today, but there was a British Rust stream instead. You know, they get around. They get everywhere, I tell you. Folks, they do. All right. I will be back. I'm going to try. My weeks have been crazy. I'm going to try for Friday. Maybe Wednesday. We'll see. Definitely got some more game development to do in the next stream, whatever that looks like. And in the meantime, I will be doing some more Rust and probably trying to remember how to use Blender as well. So there you go. All right, folks, we're going to leave it there. Are you ready for the super explosion transition? Because it's coming. It's totally coming. Yeah. All right, folks, you have a good one. Thank you again, everybody. Thank you to the new followers, the new folks in the chat room helping out. Greatly appreciate you all. You are all what makes this awesome. Where did you get them from? You can get it. Go to nerdordie.com. Let me show you, because you should totally go get this. Nerdordie.com. I think. Come on. Here you go. Nerdordie.com. It's actually the one I got is free. It was free. I think you have to be a member of their Discord. Not a big deal, right? And they put free stuff in there every so often. And this transition was one of them. So there you go. Yeah. All of my stuff that I use has come from them. Some of it's the paid stuff because totally worth it. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome, Adam Wolf. Thank you. No problem. All right, folks, here it comes. Get ready for it. Cover your ears. You know it's coming. I'll see you all in the next one.